going viral. I'm not sure if y'all seen this, but I'm going to play the clip for you guys. And it kind of goes back to a little bit of what Slimmy was talking about. All right. So here's Nelly and Ashanti, I guess, on their new show. And this is what he's telling her about if and when they have children. And this is what he had to say.
Just a little bit.
KK's first tour. Well, you got help. You got T-Ma, and you got to breathe.
I mean, and it's not only that, it's you going a lot. You're going a lot. He's about to go on tour for 200,000 million days, and I hate it. I don't like it at all. That's a long time.
No, it is. It is. It's back and forth periodically. 3 weeks here, 2 weeks back, 2 months. I think it'll be fine.
It's just the baby. It's a lot.
Well, listen, it's all you. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I ain't got nothing for him.
Absolutely not. I know.
Until he can say, I'm hungry. Until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's gonna be a lot of your bathroom. But as soon as he started walking, I said, enjoy. Because as soon as he get to walking and talking, he with the crew.
I'm trying to understand, how is it that you just sleep through when he starts crying?
Do y'all really be up at night? I heard about it.
You know what? It's absolutely ridiculous that you'll still be dead asleep and he'll be mad loud.
But I don't even hear y'all, man.
That's ridiculous.
You know, it's a gift, I guess.
Why is that a gift?
I'm blessed with that tune out.
No, that means.
So Nelly essentially is catching a lot of flack over the idea that he's basically leaving Ashanti to care for the child for the majority of the child's youth. He's saying that he's not changing on diapers. He's not getting up at night to help with the kids. He's not doing any of that type of thing. And people are now basically turning on Nelly. Of course, the internet going to do whatever the internet do. But the women are now having a large conversations about the value of relationships and saying that they don't want men that don't participate in the children's lives as far as helping them when the children are infants. Carrie, how do you feel about this?
I think that that's a normal conversation. I think that that is such a real part of the parenting process. Like, at least it was for me. Like, and that's been the case with, like my friends. I think I had one friend who was able to come up with an arrangement where her husband took the nights and she took the mornings, or like he took the mornings and she took the nights. But everybody else, it's like when the baby cries, you hear it first. And it does suck because I think that we're made like that. Even the times where you might want to just sit there and be like, I'm gonna wait for him to wake up. You're not, like, you can't do it. You can't do it. So he's kind of right. It sounds messed up. It is kind of a gift, but I think y'all also innately know that we're gonna tend to the baby. I think it seems unfair, but it's kind of like, it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I think, of having a baby. I'm sure there's some men who maybe they're just really, really on it and like that's their thing, but in general, I don't know.
Kim, what do you think about that conversation between Nelly and Ashanti?
As far as him sleeping through it, I do think it's kind of like Carrie says. I think it's like something ingrained in the mom to like wake up when the kid wakes up, and I don't think that the dad hears it the way that the mom does. Like the baby can turn over and mom will hear it across the house, but a dad is not going to hear that same thing or feel those same things because he didn't carry this kid for a year.
9 months.
He said 9 months. It's closer to a year than not. But in any event, if so, in a regular relationship, I'm not going to say theirs because I don't know if she's working, but in a regular relationship, if she's at home, let's say on maternity leave, then it makes sense to me for her to be doing the majority of the caretaking, the majority of the diaper changes, that kind of thing. I do think that it benefits the man and the baby for him to to take part in taking care of this child when they're young, but I also think that he's probably going to, depending on whether or not it's male or female, take the majority of this work later on. Like she's
Molly,
not going to be
I'm
out.
sorry. Go ahead, Cam. Go ahead, Cam.
Gonna say I don't think that she's gonna be outside playing catch and teaching him how to change the oil or cut the grass or things like that nature. Assuming it's a boy, but I don't know what they have.
Molly, what's your thoughts on this situation? Do you think that Nelly should be catching flack for his admitted lack of assistance with helping with the child?
No, I don't think he should be being criticized because I feel like he's just operating like a normal male. I feel like he have a little bit of arrested development. He seems a little childish for his age, but I think that's normal. And he's an entertainer. And if he has to go make some money, and if his job is to go and travel, you got to let him do what he has to do. Like, why do you want him there all day long? The baby's better off with her and her. I don't know. I just feel like some women just want and expect too much. Because at
Does
one
that
point in history,
change?
men would go off for a long time, and the woman or the women, would be doing what they have to do.
Does that change if she's also working? Because it is known that Ashanti does tour a lot, and I think she even might have been touring when she was pregnant. I'm not sure exactly. Does that change when she actually has to participate and work also?
It's Does what change? Like, as far as should he be there because she has to work too?
So let's say, for example, let's remove Nelly and Ashanti, right? Let's take a regular guy and a regular woman, and let's say that they both work. Um, you know what I'm saying? They let's say that they both work. Is the expectation still the same as far as a man and a woman, or her taking on the majority of the load when it comes to the kids or raising the kids and stuff like that?
I think
So she's
as the
not a
mother,
stay-at-home mother. She's not a stay-at-home mother.
whether you work or not, I think you should take the majority of the responsibility, especially if they're small, and I think that's something women should go into life knowing before they start picking these jobs that might take them away from their kids, because we're women, we tend to be the ones to get pregnant and have the children. So you're gonna have to adjust your life more so than the man would. I don't understand why she better bring her nannies with her and bring them kids and keep them as comfortable as she can while he does him. I feel like that's just a sacrifice. It's a double standard, but girl, that's your baby. And it's easier for men to typically have their child when it's a little bit more independent and can walk and talk and do a little bit more things for itself. So she better make it work or be putting her career on the back burner and let him do what he got to do. That's how I feel.
I
All
agree
right.
with that. I think when the babies are smaller, the mom parents them more on instinct than anything else. Like she knows the different cries of the baby, and that's not that's instinct. And the man, I just don't think has that. So I feel like that's part of the reason why the younger they are, the more they rely on mom. And as they get older, like you said, once they're talking and they can communicate what they want, it just makes more sense for the dad to come in a little more.
And I think men are just more animalistic than women because they can kind of walk off from their offspring and it not be a quite the same attachment as a woman. So I know she wants to tour, well, or whatever. Any woman who has a career, you're just gonna have
She
to
brings her
balance
baby
it.
with her.
Yeah, like what else you gonna do? And he telling you he about to. It's not a traditional relationship from the beginning, so she have to make the best out of it, and it might cost her some tour dates, but that's what it is. You're a mother. That's should be your focus.
Slimmy?
Oh shit. I think it's just in a woman's nature. And I think much ado about nothing. This is most men. Like some men might have that. I don't see many with that. Like from what I've heard, I've never heard of a man having more instincts about a child than a woman. especially in those infancy stages or those small stages in life. So I think it's just the natural way things are. You know, a woman is still tied, very much tied to that child when they're very young, up until probably their teenage years. For real, for real. That's just what I always believed. They came from the womb. It's a connection there, you know.
Quentin, thoughts?
My first thought about all women, they're dumb. Like, I feel like
Jesus,
why
Lord.
did she bring up him touring? Like, bitch, you had a kid with this dude. Like, you knew who he was before you had this kid. So why are you bitching about him being on tour all the time? That number one. And even like when Ava was born, Angie was like, we're gonna switch off nights on when we're gonna take care of the baby. And then the night that I have to take care of the baby cried a little bit more because it took me a little bit longer to hush her up. And she ended up getting up anyway. So women are just dumb and they don't understand that they just need to do their part. They need to do their part, take care of the kid. Like I didn't get 3 months off to work. I got to go back to work the week after the baby came.
You also didn't shit a kid out. What do you mean?
Nigga, take care of the kid because I got to go to fucking work in the morning. That's what I mean.
I'm just saying, like, your body is not having to adjust. You don't have stitches in your vagina.
She didn't either. She had a C-section. She didn't either. She had a C-section.
From what I understand, that's even worse. A big old cut across your belly. Just saying.
I said what I said. Do what you're fucking innately made to do. Take care of the kid, and I'm gonna go to work. Leave me alone.
Do y'all think that the standards need to change slightly based off of modern times about what the expectations are behind taking care of kids?
I think
No,
fathers
I take
need
care of the kid.
paternity leave or whatever, like the mom.
If I
Somehow,
had that,
how the other countries do it. I think it would encourage men to probably be at home with the child in the beginning if they could be compensated.
I think that men
She
should
froze.
have to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sorry, my bad, Carrie.
no, I thought she was done. I didn't realize she was frozen. Did she come back?
No.
Go ahead, Carrie.
I definitely think that there should be that men should be able to stay home a little bit, but I don't think that would completely make a difference in the actual household, because I still think that men don't understand what women are experiencing during that whole process. And I think that it would be helpful if they learned more about what a woman is going, like what a woman excuse me, goes through. Because on one hand, even though I like I said, Nelly, what he did seems very realistic, I also understand exactly what Ashanti is saying. But to Quentin's point, that absolutely happens as well. We can complain and be like, you never help me. Like, I'm tired too. Can you get up and help with the baby? But we're going to be over your backs. We're going to be like, we're still going to be involved because we also feel like we do it the right way. We know what the baby needs. So we're just going through a lot of stuff. So sometimes it's really just knowing that somebody that he understands and is just
it's not even
mindful
that.
of that.
Y'all just want that nigga up with you. If I'm up with you, looking at you, feeding him, y'all to be perfectly comfortable.
Sometimes you're right, Quentin. It is, because it's been plenty of nights where I'm nursing and I'll turn to my husband and he's just fast asleep, and I just want to take a pillow and just like suffocate him, because it's like, get up, and then he'll get up like, all right, what? I'm here. I can't do nothing. Like, I can't even help. I can't just be up with me.
It's just relieving the jealousy
like,
in that moment.
It's like on White Man Can't Jump, when she's like, when I say I'm thirsty, it doesn't mean I want a glass of water. I just want you to say, I too know what it feels like to thirst. I too, like, we want to know that y'all can relate and understand us.
Rosie!
So it's,
This shit-
I don't know. It does seem unfair, but I don't know if, I think it would just be better if people had a better understanding of what it really is when you have a baby and after. I don't think there's enough real conversation about what it really takes, and women really understanding no matter what you say or do, this baby is going to require way more of you up front than it is the man. Like, that's just the way it has been created to be.
I agree. So Quentin, I got a question though. If a man is on paternity leave, what do you think he should be doing?
The same thing that the mom is doing, but they ain't got to go to work.
Okay, just being clear.
I don't want paternity leave.
Oh, no. Oh, I knew that was coming.
He said, "Give the fuck up out of this bitch."
You want to work?
I'm not meant for maternity leave. I don't want maternity leave. I don't want to kick it on maternity leave. I just want to do what I want to do and just leave me out. Just let me work. Just all I want to do is work. I don't want a maternity leave. I'm straight. I've never wanted maternity leave. I've never. At the time that my daughter was born, which was a long time ago, it wasn't none of that for me in 2008 because we was just trying to survive. So it was different, but I'm straight. I'm straight. I don't understand people that want to be in the face of the woman that they with all day. I'm good.
Well, it's not all day, Anton. It's just like a couple weeks. I don't know how long it is.
And you have to keep in mind that with this particular situation, Nelly already had like,
Carrie,
She put herself off.
sorry.
Carrie is
Nelly
the most
already
discombobulated. What the hell we happening?
Nelly already had like 4 children, I think 4 or 5 kids. He's what? How old is Nelly? Maybe he might be pushing 50 if he's not 50 already, late 40s. Okay. And this is Ashanti's first child. So that makes a world of difference, I'm sure, as well.
Wait, Nelly got 5 kids talking like that?
It's either 4, it's 3. It could be 3 or 4. I don't think it's 5. I think it's 5 now.
No, he tripping.
3.
No, he tripping. No.
What do you say? I mean, what does the number of children have to do with it?
No, man. He was.
No. Y'all gotta remember, Slimmy don't believe in kids.
No, Nelly gotta have. He gotta have some kind of knowledge of how children function and shit like that. He should have developed that after having all them kids.
The kids, they're adopted.
Doesn't mean they want to do it.
He has 3 biological kids and 2 adopted.
Yeah.
He's probably
that might be some of them kids that he rap with.
I think his
no, I mean a lot of times you take on, I don't know what his situation is, but a lot of times you can take on like a family member's kids and stuff like that and all of that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I just remember when he had his reality show, he had it was a bunch of them. Like, it was a lot of them.
That's crazy.
So I think that factors into play too. This is her first child, whereas for him, he already went through it.
50 is crazy.
What'd you say?
Say what?
Okay, his sister, right? I thought that the kids were like his nieces and nephews or something like that. Somebody said in the chat that his sister passed away. Yeah.
Having a kid at 50 is insane to me, bro.
But that's what happens.
High risk to have extra chromosomes.
I don't even look like that nigga 50 though.
Your kid gonna have an extra toe.
Yep.
All of that shit. All of it.
That little extra finger that people be saying that be growing right there. The extra finger.
Yeah. I had a homegirl that had an extra finger that had to get cut off.
It's gonna be gay because it's so old. Yep.
How is it gay?
What's going on?
Extra liberal because you old. Yeah.
Sounded appropriate for the moment.
Because you treating your kid how the grandparents is supposed to treat the kids, but that's how you treat the kids.
You giving them
Because you
TK?
so old. You can't instill no nothing in them because you so old and just don't got time for it no more.
I used to talk to
I
this
can
girl.
I can tell the difference.
Go ahead, Quinn.
I can tell the difference in the way my dad parented me and my fucking stepbrother or half brother that's 15 years younger than me. No,
There's a
sorry,
big
20 years younger than me. And I was like, this nigga get away with murder. I would have got a brick thrown upside my head. Shit.
I was talking to this this girl in high school, and her mother was old as hell. Like her mother was like a grandmother, and she seemed like she got a little bit more trouble than a normal girl would get into because the mother was so old, so much older or whatever. The mother was more stable from a financial perspective, but um I don't know. The girl was a little bit more out, a little wilder. It seemed like, so it was interesting.